Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speedgaming Live 2023 Ocarina of Time Randomizer Tournament, Game 1 of the Championships. We are actually going to get going in about 13 seconds now, but we're having some technical difficulties on the back end, so please bear with us while we get that rolling. In the meantime, eventually we will have game feed from Gavaroni, and we do have game feed from SeYsEy. And on comms with me today is Red. We also have a French restream at Speedgaming Française. So hop over there if you'd prefer to listen in French.
Yep, barring all the difficulties, still going to be an exciting match once we get everything going.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get that going. Ah, I see. Okay, looks like Gab's personal feed is also black right now. So, a little Monka, but we'll see.
It's fine. Everything will work out.
It's fine. Everything's gonna be just fine.
Meantime, SeYsEy starting. So we're going.
We're going. Ooh, Market Foolish, nice. Herald Castle, less nice. Oh no, the trifecta of terrible foolish hints. Amazing.
Well, Market's dead, so that's one good area.
one good area. And the unfortunate thing is, like, they started with Suns as their free song. So it doesn't suck as bad to route the night and day aspect of that.
Yeah, true. So now pretty much the only good thing about Suns would just be Dompe and, God forbid, Skulls.
Yep. I'm a little concerned about Gab's speed here. We are on a 15-minute delay, and so if there was an actual issue with his, like, personal feed, we are just finding out about it. So hopefully, since we can hear things, video will be back up. We did start with one of our stones, which is great. That is our bridge requirement, the 3 spiritual stones. Ganon's boss key will be on Light Arrow cutscene or Lax. So the Shadow and Spirit medallions.
Okay, they have a big chest in Open Grotto, as we see Lon Lon de Volvagia.
Interesting.
And a scale.
Scale is great to get early. It gives you a lot of other routing options.
Yeah, we could go upriver after this into SFM, potentially. Is that a bow in the windmill?
It sure looks like it. In the meantime,
Alright, hi, this is Star, just dropping in real fast as Attorney Edmund here. Sorry, to explain what's happening with Gav, OBS issues, for some reason it wasn't registering as game feed. It is now fixed in real time, but as we are on a 15-minute delay, we will be seeing over the next 15 minutes, and we'll figure it out. Apologies for that.
Awesome. Thanks, Star.
Thanks, Star.
So, I mean, the first 5-ish minutes, I think we're pretty safe to assume Gab's going to be doing about the same thing as SeYsEy. I can't say whether or not Gav will have done River as an opener, though, and that could be a huge difference if SeYsEy doesn't go River.
Yeah, just based on some of the matches I've seen Gav play, they do sometimes do River first. So that might be their only real difference here.
Yep. Yeah, and let's see. So we had...
just all the projectiles. Let's go.
All the projectiles. Very interesting. I smell Spirit Temple coming.
Alright, let's see how useful our Sun Song is.
No.
Okay, that's a little spicy.
That's a very interesting thing. So
with Market dead, that only leaves one thing with that.
I mean, We're not collecting 30 skulls, fortunately, with that market foolish. Logically required, maybe. But we're not too concerned about that. Neither of these runners need lens to cross Haunted Wasteland. They don't need it if we have to go into Shadow Temple. It's not even logically relevant for Shadow Temple. It's just nice to have. Yeah, in the meantime, SeYsEy, skipping small chests. We do have bomb chews in big chests in these settings, so it makes sense. That's more likely than not to be a bloopy at this point. Did you see what was up there?
It looked like junk. And then, yeah, adding to what you're saying about the small chests, we also have all the hearts and heart containers with their own texture. So, good chance you just don't see any smalls being opened today, unless you're just really hard for cash.
Yes, Manchi, this is game 1. Game 2 will be tomorrow.
Get this top 8 being nice for once.
Yeah, very nice. It's not just Dampe though. SeYsEy's movement, very clean.
Oh, absolutely.
No, that is true. SeYsEy is undefeated. Gav did lose game 1 to, what the hell's happened in the semis. SeYsEy 2-0'd their opponent.
That was
Gav is our
Rudos and
number
Big
one.
Goron.
Sorry.
I was saying that was Rudos and Big Goron on Dampe race as we go to get Sun Song, check on the song.
Yes, we have a technical issue on Gav's side. It will be resolved in about, what would you say, 12 minutes?
Yeah, 12-ish minutes.
We can hear him playing. We are just assuming, for the most part, that he is doing what we're seeing SeYsEy do. If we see any extra spiciness, we're gonna assume River.
Yeah, generally there's a good chance that they're both doing roughly the same thing right now.
Yeah, especially, like, honestly, with the foolish hints that we got the trifecta of terrible foolish hints, single locations, so outside Ganon's Castle, Hyrule Castle, and Haunted Wasteland. So Market's the only, like, place that's of value that we know doesn't have anything of interest to us. So it's very likely that they're going to do things like, alright, they're gonna do River earlier, they're probably going to do Valley. And yes, as chat is saying, Nasagi, 20 and 30 skulls are mostly dead since we have a Market Foolish. 30 does have Lens of Truth, but we will not be seeing 30 skulls collected today.
Definitely not. As we get SeYsEy going child right away.
And Ocarina of Time is a sometimes hint in these settings because we have to do the stones anyway, but we haven't seen our replacement Burning Cack hint. I do believe we saw... Ooh.
Okay, so we need Deku and Fire for stones.
Spirit
Abu and
Foolish,
water.
real nice.
Yes, you love to see a pre-completed Spirit.
Yeah. Anytime Spirit and Shadow are the pre-completed dungeon, I'm like, oh, amazing.
Yeah, maybe if Gav didn't do River first, you might be opted to go upriver with the scale. Wait, did SeYsEy just check spawn? Was it just right outside market?
I don't think SeYsEy checked spawn.
I just completely blanked on him running through market, I guess.
Yes. I think anyway. I don't know. Now I'm questioning. I was reading chat.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Alright, so Path Ranch, we'll find out what this is. Could be a song, could be either of the two items.
Could be hammer, yeah, hammer, hovers, 200 wallet, which you don't ever want to see. Strength. Definitely not a stick.
Not a stick.
Oh, Path Bolero would be pretty fun. You don't see that very often.
Path Bolero would be pretty fun. I don't like what it means ultimately, because it's like, oh, my hovers and my hook are somehow behind this. Gross. Gav had a little technical issue. It will be resolved in about 10 minutes, but we are going to not have the first 17-ish minutes of game feed due to the 15-minute delay. Oh, 6 minutes? We've been talking so much longer than I thought we were. Amazing.
Nice. Time does fly when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
We did get Eponus as our song, so that's a good potential path item.
Yep.
See what's in the windmill.
And we do already have bottle access. Oh, Market's foolish. Never mind. I was thinking big pose, but it's trash.
Yep, it's Eponus. So GTG or HPA, that's
Yep.
all that's left.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if SeYsEy ends up going adult pretty quickly.
I mean,
And
just
real-
dipping GTG with a bow only isn't the worst.
It's not the worst. Especially SeYsEy can definitely do hookshotless GTG if they choose.
Yeah.
And for Trails or anyone else in chat who might be newer, please ask any questions. We will do our best to answer them. People in chat will do their best to answer them.
River Fire Arrows, we did not see them on SeYsEy side. So maybe a river?
Yeah, I am assuming that our tracker is just going based off Gap's tracker. So, river or maybe here in Kokiri.
Anyway, let's see what if Mido provide those today. Okay.
Hook shot. Now you rush GTG.
Yeah, the only thing you're really missing is explosives for the right side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Song of Time gets a little dicey there. I mean, obviously you finish up your song route.
But yeah, the fact that you can check most of GTG now and HBA, yeah, I'd say go for it. Ooh, another item in the back. Okay,
Ooh,
sure.
definitely just do that. Alright, SeYsEy taking advantage of our kind of fake warp song, pseudo warp song. Sun Song, if you're in a location where time doesn't move, does this. Takes you back to the last actual entrance.
Yeah, a lot of cool little routing optimizations you can use with that.
Mm-hmm. And yes, that is a vanilla Kokiri sword. And Deku is one of our stones. Required. No reason not to go in here.
Can't wait for Kokiri Path to Goma.
Gross.
Probably sitting right back here behind the tree.
I mean, you're right. You're not wrong. That's exactly what this game likes to do. Ooh, okay.
Burning attack is dead.
Amazing. So, we have a forced prelude start, which means one of our song checks is an item, and for that to be burning cack and dead, fabulous. And that's really nice information to have early. With a vanilla forest medallion forest and a water medallion shadow.
Yeah, nothing like an added, what, 30, 45 minutes for a song.
Right.
Oh, nice. No big Goron either.
Hey, VXR. Just the one path so far. Oh, SeYsEy.
Happens to the best of us.
Yep. As evidenced by the fact that SeYsEy definitely one of the best Ocarina of Time Randomizer players.
No argument there for me. And yeah, finals nerves, definitely a thing that can happen, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is best of 3, so it's not like one and done here. It is game 1, but taking game 1 always sets you up to feel better going into game 2, obviously. Gab also has Big Goron Sword.
Yeah, we saw that on Dompe
So
race?
we know Gab has done the Graveyard Loop. Special shoutouts to our trackers, Shannik and Mira, who are circumventing the technical difficulties right now, giving us the info we need.
What we can say about Gav so far is he has not been to Kokiri Forest yet, with the lack of a hookshot.
Yep. And Kokiri Sword, which...
I'm curious what he might be doing right now.
I would not be too surprised if Gab is doing Valley.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Into Kokiri. Morning, Majarkin.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Forest Kit. No access yet, but the Forest Kit.
Forest does lock a song.
Yeah, Forest
Something
locks
to
a
consider.
song. It's very hard to get away from. Especially knowing that Burning Cack is dead. That's great info, but like...
Just more reason that you don't want to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a free bottle of Blue Fire.
The 4 Rudos. Okay, I'm gonna guess that Gab ended up doing...
River first.
Into
Yeah.
Cack. Oh, there we go. Wonderful. Oh, just a few seconds. Thanks, Rick.
Yeah, it looks
Alright.
like he's in Valley right now.
Yep. I think that was a red rupee up there. Is that double defense on frogs?
I saw double defense, I did not see what the check was.
Okay. I think it was frogs too as double defense. That's what our trackers have put in our note sheet. Sad.
Oh well. No frogs, no double defense today.
It's fine.
Makes you feel better, Mel. I played Frog Shuffle the other day. It was pretty fun.
I love Frog Shuffle. I think more people should play with Frog Shuffle. Oh, Icy
Mirror
Waters
Shield?
is Mirror Shield.
Well, he can stay there.
It can stay there. We don't need that.
And yeah, blink and you miss it. That's Goma down.
Yep. Is that the other hook shot?
Oh, boomerang. Okay.
All right. Well, that's the Jabu kit, and Jabu is required.
So yeah, Gavaroni just gonna have all 3 stones of Child 1. No, sorry. Gonna have both Child dungeons done that are required.
Yeah. And yep, Strength 2 was there on Goma. Which is...
Did you want more reasons to go to GTG or
Did
no?
you want more reasons to go to GTG? Because the only thing you're really missing is a bomb bag or a Song of Time, and I am guessing Song of Time is going to be here in Sacred Forest Meadow.
I mean, you had on OOT, so Forest, pretty likely to be accessible for a song.
Alright, Minuet is on Ocarina of Time, which...
Oh.
And, okay, never mind. Yeah. Just rush GTG.
The seed is gently caressing you in that direction.
I don't think this is gentle at all. I think this is...
Well, it's like, more of a hard push.
By 4. It's like an old school wrestling where they just come out with a steel chair and just be like, go! I don't know, maybe they still do that. I haven't watched wrestling in like 15 years.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, Gab's gonna do Jabu, and then I am guessing take that scale and just go through the Lost Woods and Kokiri Forest stuff. We'll end up doing Deku, which will be great for him. We'll see what SeYsEy ends up doing, because honestly, Bomb Bag on Child Fishing is not... It's not the worst thing that can be there. You can get around that. That Skull Mask is choose. But Child Fishing is generally very unappealing. And SeYsEy doesn't have a lot of reason to be thinking about Child Lake right now, other than the fact that our foolish hints are bad.
Yeah, it's like you can get to it pretty quickly, but what's the reason, and from SeYsEy's point of view?
When you've got all of GTG available, basically. So, I think it'll be very interesting to see what SeYsEy ends up doing. Yeah, SeYsEy passing on Valley Lake could be bad. Bomb Bag and Boomerang being there, rough.
Yeah, like you could always find another bomb bag somewhere else, or you can get lucky with some chews, but there's only the one boomerang, unfortunately.
Yes, there is only the one boomerang. We'll see what song is here. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
I called it. Our repeat of Ranch to Volve. Hopefully we get another path hint here. I am not going to be too surprised at this point if we see a lake path hint. And I am not going to be too surprised if we end up with a GTG path hint, given what we have available. Where that information is the big question.
Ooh, another bow.
Nice, nice. That's not bow locked with that bomb bag.
Also, wouldn't be surprised if we see something like Deku Tree being path.
Yeah. There's our Burning Cat copy. And we have a 23-ish minute Jabu incoming. Wait, we got a lens mini game hint?
Thanks, game.
I didn't think that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Maybe that's only for... No, I don't know. I guess the hint in... Okay. Yeah, burning cack is a red rupee. We did know that.
Okay, if SeYsEy is going upriver with a chicken, this might be domain, and that could be into lake as well.
Into lake, yeah. That would be really good for SeYsEy. Not that it's a huge disadvantage to have to come back and do Jabu in a separate child segment, but going into... What was that?
Either they're doing that, or they're going back for the blue fire at top of river.
Yeah. It is always nice to have another bottle. Yeah, definitely checking the grotto. You want these hints. And we might see the fire arrows here.
Oh, that's probably what's going to be in the grotto. Ah, yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
No way.
Wow. Alright, yep. All of the questions are answered now. Gav just kicked off with the river opener. Alright. That's really good for SeYsEy. Because going to Child Lake probably, you know, was on the mind. Oh no, chicken!
No.
Oh, that's...
Oh, do you... I mean, you could still do it. You can't get that bottle. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he wanted to be swaggy and did the chicken jump.
I mean, I don't blame anyone for wanting to be swaggy, but the bottle is not worth.
Nah, don't go back to the bottle.
Especially, like, you already have Letter, you have Lake Path to Baronade. If you really want that bottle, you can just grab it with Boomerang when you come back with it.
Ooh, nice arrows and Jabu. Wonder who fed those to him.
I mean, that's not a bad shout, though. Shoot an ice arrow at a giant fish that you don't want to deal with anymore.
Yeah, maybe you're trying to freeze a fish for later to cook with an ice arrow. Who knows?
So our runner is going to be pretty close here. I think Gav might be a minute or two ahead, just assuming he does what I think he's going to do and go through Lost Woods, Kokiri Forest, Deku. Oops. SeYsEy having to go to Lake and then back here, just a little
Yeah,
efficient.
just what Gav chose to do ended up being the most optimal way to route the seed so far.
Yep.
Yep, guaranteed arrow percent.
Where was that other... Oh, go, no, that's right. Never mind.
Yeah, just both in the tree. No big deal.
No big deal. Yeah, neither strength locked. So it's kind of... I'm thinking ahead to what other kind of paths we might have. The free bomb bag, there's still a chance that that could be hinted. We know that that's not Path to Baronade, A, because Boomerang was there, but also the scale was accessible, so was Lullaby.
We could see like 1 to 2 paths for Kokiri Forest. That being like 1 for Morpha, 1 for Goma. But
yeah, the hook shot, very hintable for Morpha. Whee! Now here's the real question. Does SeYsEy do child fishing with this boomerang right here?
No, I think you just turn right around and go do Jabu. Unless you want to be extra careful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think game 1 of the finals, you should be this careful personally, but...
Yeah, that's a good point. When do you ever come back?
To Child Lake with no Serenade yet? Yeah.
So with this, SeYsEy will be in Iron Boots away from a complete clear of GTG at 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we already know what's in Toilet. It was hinted in River. It's
right.
Bomb Choose, which, I don't know. That might be worth, but SeYsEy's gonna get a bomb bag here, so probably not. Yeah, I think SeYsEy's gonna feel really good about that decision. Time of day is no issue. A, Sunsong. B, Jabu's gonna reset time of day anyway. Gav is going to be feeling really good after finding that Kokiri sword, too. And I think they both should be feeling pretty good.
Yeah, like, even though Gav's is a little bit more clean, like they're both still really good routes, just picking up everything on the way so far. At least we don't get to have double Jabu on stream. But one Jabu done, as another one begins.
As another begins. Nothing.
Nothing but nice arrows.
And a very nice entry into the warp. If you don't go in facing Rudo, you get weirdly turned.
Yeah, I still can't for the life of me get that warp entry correct.
Right. Well,
I lied. We did have double Jabu for 10 seconds. Whoops.
Dang. Imagine comms lying to you, chat. I don't know what that hint was. Oh, the big Goron copy. Awesome. I think one of the interesting things here is SeYsEy doesn't seem to be picking up the skulls here. It's an easy way to get to 10. A little slow because Boomerang is terrible, but...
Did you pick any up in Deku Tree at all?
Definitely... Yes. I think the 3 that you can get without Boomerang. Alright, Gav. Yeah. This should
this
be
is
Lost Woods.
Or Lake?
South Fields, maybe?
That's fair. Get some checks on the way.
Yeah. I mean, having Epona, that's a pretty interesting decision to me.
Yeah, because I would think with Epona, you just do this on the way to GTG, right?
Right. But it's not, I mean, it's not like it's a bad decision. It's just, it's not something that I would end up doing, knowing that they have Epona and can do it as adult.
It's like you do these 3, and then you do Boulder and the Tektite on the way to GTG, so it's like you're just kind of splitting it up.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Epona Path to Volvagia GTG is on Gap's mind. He's wondering where those other items are, and does not know that they're just chilling in Kokiri and Deku.
Just in your home village, it's fine.
Right. Just go home. Ooh,
okay. Open Grotto strikes again. Another bomb bag in Adult Lake.
And,
String 3, cool.
Yeah, so that's so funny. Both fishings have a bomb bag.
We have OGC dead. Ganon's will be open after fire.
Yep. So interestingly, that means that like the only things hintable to Volvagia are hovers and hammer.
Yep, you get a bomb bag for both fishing.
Yep. Just
the guy likes you so much, he gives you 2 bomb bags.
Oh, and Rang Chest was hinted dead. That's so rude. So that strength is only interesting because it means none of our strengths are strength locked. Fire is going to be completable after whenever we find hammer. So light trial could very well have our irons.
That's all I was just thinking. It's like it's pretty much only irons or the other hook potentially in Ganon's.
Yep. Oh, we still don't have a tunic or a wallet. I guess that could still be.
Yeah, that's something that matters to the game, right?
The game cares. We don't. Oh, and here's SeYsEy picking up skulls. 1 skull.
Yeah, it's just 10. Not that hard to get to. Oh, they're already at 7? Yeah, it's fine.
It's more that they could already be at 10.
Yeah, like, good point. You could just finish it off at Nightcack.
Yeah.
In that sense, you could have just avoided every single skull in Jabo, actually.
Mm-hmm. Gab also taking advantage of Sunsong.
Personally, like, walking into the house, I think it's in the Know-It-All house, and then get the chest, then play Sunsong so it's night, and you're right next to that skull out there.
Yeah.
This feels pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just so many cool things you can do with Suns.
I think one of the interesting decisions that the runners are gonna have to make is, alright, you're going GTG following that Epona, you're gonna do Fortress, you're gonna do GTG. How far do you follow some of these paths if Hammer isn't there? Because if Hammer's not there, like, are you crossing the wasteland to do the fairy fountain out there? Are you gonna find where Requiem is and see if it's on the arch?
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe, yeah, not having magic, not able to get back out there quickly, you just commit to the path that you're on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more like there are technically more bait items for Volvagia, is what I'm thinking, than there are useful items. Like, you don't actually need the wallet or the tunic. They have 2 bottles, or a bottle each. You don't actually need hovers, as far as we know.
Yeah, if you're these two, you really hope you don't need hovers for anything.
Right. Because you know you don't need them for fire. Even if the game is like, you need hovers for fire. We're like, no.
The only thing hovers for fire tells you is maybe you get an early BK.
Right. Maybe. If the game is pleasant to you, and it's not just, oh, all of your keys are after. Alright.
I just looked over and saw SeYsEy was on half a heart, got a little worried for a sec. But it was like, you roll into it to reset it, right? But sometimes it still hurts you.
Yep. And yeah, Mira, it does actually look like they're pretty even. Gav did end up going back for South Field and take some time hiking. SeYsEy doesn't necessarily need to go South Field. There was just a strength there and some extra info. But that strength could be important.
Wonder what Gaz's reaction will be to having just all 3 strengths back to back.
Mm-hmm. Three skulls for Gav.
8 for SeYsEy? Nice.
I was going to be very curious if Gav picks up this heart chest here. There's been some discussion recently about the value of health in seeds.
I think most people would be comfortable finishing a seed on 3. And it just depends on if you need to do fire or not, whether you go for more, and then how comfortable you are with 4 or 5 heart fire, whether or not you have bottles.
Yeah. Yeah, and in this case, they do. Gav at least has 2 bottles available to him. And so I do think that we'll see probably fewer hearts collected for him. And SeYsEy buying a shield. Let's go.
Hey. SeYsEy's the winner just for that.
It is the correct thing to do.
Optimally, very correct. You save so much time on combat, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Yeah, Mira, I agree. GTG, definitely the next play for SeYsEy. I would expect it for Gav, too.
Probably clear feed on the way.
And there's golds for Gav.
Just realized I had the blank sheet open this whole time. I was wondering where all the notes were.
Where's the info?
Promise I'm paying attention.
It's fine. We're here to try to pay attention, and then chat just corrects us when we're terribly wrong. It's great. Alright, so SeYsEy gonna be doing some field checks along the way, makes sense. Doing all the equips.
Yep, Gav doing the whole Lost Woods loop.
Yep, makes sense. SeYsEy skipped the couple of bomb grottos here, so we'll see if there's anything of importance in there.
Or you mean these are the ones that Gav didn't do yet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the infamous Tektite Grotto.
I do not trust this. I personally make a point to get here because of the number of times I've seen people just leave it for far too long.
It's that debate of whether or not you should check it, even if you can't get the item yet. I'm on the camp of checking it to know if I need to come back.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, and SeYsEy does appear to be going through Southfield as well, which is great. We'll get that adult lake hint and be able to skip that.
Yeah, that just leaves lab dive and shoot the sun for lake.
Yeah.
SeYsEy also going to be really, really strong now.
Super strong. There it is. Wow.
Was that Kokiri?
Yep.
Of course.
Thanks, game.
Game's just trying to help. Just trying to help.
just trying to help. In case you had any questions. Kokiri Forest.
That's the place you should go.
That is a place you should go. More chews. Alright. So both runners will have gold gauntlets here. Both runners will have some chews. We're definitely not doing anything that both runners
take?
had. Yeah, they both did the little double take. They're like, what? So there are two lake duel hints. There's one that is explicitly adult and child fishing, and then there's one that's adult lake. And so you have to like double check, wait, was that the fishing one or was it riding?
Oh, yeah.
And those chews will be really nice. SeYsEy will be able to peek the box in Valley. We don't technically know what was in there, but we're pretty sure it's nothing because there's nothing extra that Gav has. And we've seen all of those items now. When there is Song of Time for Gav, I'm gonna read these hints and then I would expect a prelude.
Alright, so if you're walking the GTG with the entire kit, you go left or right?
I think it doesn't matter here.
Oh, just personal preference.
Yeah. Like I know a lot of runners decide, am I looking for one item? Am I looking for multiple items? And then pick a side based on that. Oh, and it was the 20 pack of chews down there? Nice.
Oh, just kind of YOLOing the chew here. I like it.
I don't know that it's a YOLO for...
I'm sure he knows exactly what he's doing, but...
But yeah, like, usually you see some backflips, some side... Oh, and there is a big chest there in Valley, as someone said.
Always an item if you don't have the hammer. It's a law of nature.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's just tunic.
You're just gonna get the hammer out of GTG, and so you can get your tunic from the Valley Rocks. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the path is for.
That's
the game's
it.
funny.
You got it. The game thinks it's funny. The game isn't actually funny. Oh, except that one... There was one match where I thought the game was actually hilarious. And it was Light Medallion Jabu. And our spawn was in Fountain. Our child spawn was in Fountain.
Oh yeah, that's the game really trying hard to be funny.
Yeah, that's like peak humor. Alright.
Yeah, gonna peek at the roof. Probably do HBA first.
Yep. Yeah, how you opt to do this is a little interesting. If you know that you're doing HBA, I see runners not get caught usually.
I don't know if it's quote-unquote optimal, but I'll usually like enter GTG, save inside, and then go for HBA. So if HBA is dead, I can just reset back. But then you lose time if you have to actually walk back. Nice, just enough. Calculated. Okay.
Yeah. I'm really surprised. There is actually very little that's hintable this seed. Like, as far as paths. There are unique items for all of these bosses, fortunately, but... Whew.
What the?
Like, if Forest was required, no. Oh, SeYsEy going for some swag. Not quite panning out.
Okay, I'm gonna get my notepad out. I've never seen that before.
Well, it didn't work, so...
I'm still very intrigued, even though it didn't work.
So SeYsEy opted not to peek the maze before starting to collect keys. I think that's an interesting choice. But if it can also be hard to see what's in the maze anyway, so again, personal preference.
Personally, I like having at least one key if I peek the maze, so I can go ahead and get the one.
That's fair.
The one key locked item.
Yeah, and there wasn't one in the lobby, which is very unusual. Actually, I don't know about that. I'd love to see stats on how often there's a key in the lobby of GTG. Alright. Gav has made it here as well. It's kind of interesting how, so what we're seeing here is, okay, Gav did a couple extra checks in Lost Woods. But lost time doing South Field as child. And I think that's basically the only difference, and it's put SeYsEy, you know, into strength block room.
Oh.
Oh. Choose. Is that all chews now? Is that all our chew packs? Maybe we have one left. Still missing one.
Yeah, that's 4 out of 5. $30 chews. We know where all the bomb bags are. We're blowing things off the seed.
Love that. Now all we need is for light trial to be required and those golds to be a thing. Because I want to yeet some stuff. And we can't yeet the rock outside.
Also, Gav is still shieldless, and I'm kind of sad. Just because the Stalfos fight could be a little annoying without one.
Yeah, I mean, big Goron sword, it's not... I don't think it's gonna actually trip Gav up too much.
Is that 3, maybe 4 keys in the maze, but nothing in the middle, so we don't care.
Yep. So SeYsEy's...
Okay.
Oh, there's our hammer. Alright.
Easy enough.
Yep. And Gav is going right side first here. There is a big chest on that side.
Yeah, you still full clear either way, because it's like you need long shot irons and lights at this point still.
And magic, yeah.
Oh yeah, and the magic.
Yeah, I think it just depends on what we find. Like, if this is magic, that's another bottle. That's not magic. It's gonna peek the maze. So, I want to talk about how terrible our warp songs are right now.
Yeah, I hope you like Graveyard. That's all you're going.
You're running through Graveyard a lot.
So yeah, after this, it's like you want to do fire, right? And you got to go through Graveyard and CAC.
Yeah, I mean,
You're probably gonna skip DC on the way.
Yeah, I'm expecting both runners to cross to see what song is out there. Because any of these songs are pretty helpful, except for me. But I don't think you're gonna poo-poo Serenade either. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we see... yeah, Ice Cavern's a possibility, but fire gets you Ganon's access. It's hard.
Yeah, I think I'd be tunneling fire into Ganon's if I were one of them.
Yeah. Nah, I was just like, what song isn't helpful? And Serenade's easily the least helpful of all the songs. Well, Requiem. You definitely don't want to find Requiem.
Yeah, imagine he crawls and it's just vanilla Requiem.
Yeah. Ooh, neither runner did Child Goron City. And that has been stacked for like 2 months.
Well, it makes sense why SeYsEy didn't, because he didn't have bombs yet.
Yeah. And Gav was kind of thinking, I want to get to GTG and do fire.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's an item.
Yeah, we haven't seen the first pixel of Death Mountain yet.
No. Yeah. Trail in theory isn't foolish. Our hammer was very bomb locked, but our bomb bakes didn't lock each other.
Ah, Stone of Agony. Cool.
Interesting.
I respect not picking it up. Yeah, you can clear up CAC here. I think. I don't know if he's at 10 skulls yet or close to it. Like if he just needs to get one more by playing Sun Song, but you could do that. CAC archery, then the grotto.
Yeah. SeYsEy not leaving behind composer torches. I do not know if Gav picked up this song. Must have.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. We take those.
Yep. We don't think that it's gonna be anything, but you know.
Yep. 1 in 10 chance. We don't need irons. Or
Yeah,
9 in 10 that we don't need it. I'm sorry.
There's a 90% chance that we can gold scale water until long shot is in water. But
Yeah, just put long shot central pillar to be extra mean.
Just to be extra mean. Ugh. Alright, SeYsEy climbing up the mountain, gonna go do Fire Temple. I think this is 9 skulls for SeYsEy.
If you're opening that, are you... What was it on top? Oh, a slingshot.
I think it was a slingshot bag. Maybe it's the wallet. SeYsEy thought about walking past that.
Well, whatever it was, we don't want it yet.
Yeah, SeYsEy does not care. Yeah, I think it was a seed bag for a slingshot.
There's 9. Okay, magic for Gav, if the boulders would cooperate for him. Nice blue magic.
It is a nice magic. I actually think...
Oh, I didn't see that earlier. So all 3 bomb bags are... Well, not all 3, but 2 of the bomb bags are hinted.
Yep. Oh, Gab almost...
Did you devolve?
Wow.
No way.
Wow. That's not helpful.
What's our last one gonna be?
Well, we don't have a Morpha hint yet. And we know that something is hintable for Morpha.
Yeah, that was GTG devolve, Shannon.
Cool.
Okay.
Wow. SeYsEy trying to peek here? No. There we go. Alright, both runners.
Oh.
Sorry is in ice. Okay.
More reasons to not go to ice.
Yep. SeYsEy remembering Sun Song. Saying, I'm not walking out of here.
Yep. Barring boss key placement in water, we are a long shot from go.
Yep. And we're a little late here, but happy 1 hour, everyone. Give our runners Gavaroni and SeYsEy a follow. Their links are there in chat. Thanks to our trackers today, Shanik and Mira. Mira also, I think, subbing in as race monitor a little bit. Star also race monitoring, doing comms over on the French restream. I don't remember if it's this. It is not French. Oops. It's fine. We'll figure it out. And Red, thanks for being on comms with me.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks to Mel as well for commentating with me.
Oh, Requiem being in Crater is nice.
Can I shout out Gav for selling Blue Fire to buy a shield? That's commitment.
That's great. That's, yes, here for it.
Yeah, fire or Ganon's for long shot, for sure.
Yeah.
Or it could just be Crater Fairy. It could just be real simple.
Yeah, I would at least clear those out while you're here.
Long shot could be in shadow. That's disgusting, but yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
plenty
that
of
would
places.
wouldn't it have to be both magics, but have to be behind opponents for that though?
Yeah, but that's not unlikely. Yeah, I think the Morpha hint, if we're lucky, it's not Kokiri Forest, for example, and it gives us a hint about where the other hookshot or irons are. Since they have gold scale, you're hoping it's not the irons that are hinted, but I think that that hint has a lot of value.
Yeah, with the knowledge of long shot and where it has to be, say you get an early BK, how you got a full clear, right? You got a full clear fire, or do you just rush cannons?
I would rather rush Ganons. I think it just depends. Yeah, how far do you have to go? Are you opening up the shortcut far into fire? Because I would open up the shortcut and then bail.
Say you get it in this room, you still go for shortcut and then leave?
No. No. If boss key's right here, I'm bailing.
Yeah, I respect that. I would probably do the same because when I'm looking for BK in here, the BK means I'm done.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I get it. None of these are bad things. Was there a key behind Hammer? I think there must have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm not stressing about going through fire when I have all of Ganon's available to me.
I guess the thing is like you don't have Bolero, so it's you want to leave your Furores here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you check what's out at Requiem. I don't know. You have Furor's Wind, though. You might set it and leave. Yeah, I mean, we know where Saria's is. We know where Minuet is. It is a 1 in 3 chance of Bolero being out at Requiem. I would say you're hoping for storms at that point. Yeah, SeYsEy continuing to pick up heart pieces. Understandable.
May as well. Yeah. Get a little extra
fairy.
comfort.
Gav loaded up with 2 fairies.
Yeah, SeYsEy is still in 1 bottle, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but 48 seconds plus a fairy should be plenty of time.
Yeah. Even for the bull fight for SeYsEy, who has both the option of choose and bombs. Like,
Yeah, you honestly don't even need a fairy on 6 hearts.
yeah.
I want to learn this so bad. That's so
Yeah,
nice.
that setup always looks so nice.
I do something similar, but it doesn't look nearly as good.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, do you full clear fire in this case? It kind of looks like we're gonna have to anyway, but...
I feel like if you're already, like, in upper maze, when you get to BK, I think you just go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Maybe you can suss out, like, hammer chest is the last key, so you can save a bit of time there.
Yeah. I did not realize that we also had an HBA hint.
Yeah.
Hit.
It was on the Nocturne pad, I believe.
This game's bad, Red. Like, couldn't you give us the Pierre hammer chest hint for fire since we have to go in here?
Nope. Bomb bags go burr.
No. I want you to know where all of your bomb bags are.
You need all 3.
You need all 3. No, we don't. Alright. What chest do we have here? Is it boss key? The impossible decision? Is SeYsEy able to see it? Did I just...
I guess gonna peek. I didn't see it, but maybe he did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, resetting the timer, yeah. Oh.
Oh, it was trash anyway, so... Nice, nice.
So we're Pierre locked, I think. I didn't see the peak on the upper maze.
There's a key over there.
Oh, okay.
Small key. And I thought there was one in the shortcut, but I don't know.
I think I was too busy talking about leaving fire to pay attention to fire.
I just want to be out of fire so badly already that, I wasn't paying any attention. I will say, not paying attention in Fire Temple is the most dangerous thing.
It really is.
You're like, oh, I'm supposed to be counting keys, oh, I fell off this thing, and now I either need to climb back up, or Furor's Winds up, or I need to Void up. It's garbage. Especially without hovers. Yeah, boss key is here on Pierre.
Thank you, SGL Orgs, for free Pierre.
Yes. Yep. I think SeYsEy is doing a good thing here. Knowing that SeYsEy would have to go back down for the small key to go into the next room, I think this makes sense.
Yeah, and maybe evolve as a key. You could just save a bit more time if you have to come back.
Right. Yep. I think that makes sense as a play.
So Gas probably about, what, 3, maybe 4 minutes behind here?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really interesting to see how this has changed around.
Let's see, starting the boss fight at 1:12:22. If we want to keep track.
Yeah, it could be meaningless though if Gav ends up just going.
Yeah, it also just depends
through.
on what they do after BK.
Yeah, I kind of like, since you have the option to do what SeYsEy is doing, I like it even more. Oh, control hold right off the bat. But I think that's still a hit.
I didn't hear it. But we do have BGS, so it's not the worst.
Yeah.
We could still save it.
Ooh, not if we die.
Yeah, and you can't step in that lava anymore either now.
Yeah, so SeYsEy is in. Oh.
The double.
Nailed it.
What a gamer.
Gaming. So the problem with fairies, if you die to damage, it doesn't reset the timer. It doesn't matter though. SeYsEy just increasing the drama a little for us. I have no idea how close he was to dying.
He did not have a fairy, if I
Maybe
recall right.
SeYsEy didn't even have a fairy.
Border heart, no fairy.
Okay, and it is a key. So SeYsEy now has the option to go back in and return, and has the item information available. Because that's the big question, like, oh, is hammer chest my item or a key? Oh, SeYsEy no.
Oops.
Oops.
I thought the... Okay, I was gonna say, I thought the timer reset after the fight, but he was just on a quarter heart, so...
Yeah, quarter
nothing
heart.
you can do
So
about that.
you get 8 seconds per heart. 2 seconds is not enough to do much. Yeah, I think SeYsEy is probably gonna do Crater Fairy and then Ganon's.
Yep. He just bum rushed Light Trial.
Yep, exactly. Unless long shot's here, in which case you're like, sweet.
Guess we're hiking the lake. Let's go.
Let's hike. I mean, I'd play Requiem at that point and find out what song's out there.
Yeah, that's fair. What we say? 1 in 3 chance for our other warps.
Yeah. Well, that's nothing.
Going ahead and finishing off Crater, get more hens.
Yeah. Turn in 10 skulls, maybe.
Yeah, even going for this hint, too.
Mm-hmm. We have everything except that path hint.
It's not that one.
That's not the path hint we wanted. We already have that.
Come on, game. You can give us something to Morpha, right? Something besides Kokiri Forest.
It's too late. You've already said it.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Alright, I don't think Gav set FW. I don't think Gav opened the shortcut. I think Gav... Oh, Gav maybe opened the shortcut.
BC, a Desert Colossus to Morpha. Oh.
Oh, so that's Irons. Or Storms.
That really sucks. Since you were just out there. But, yeah, if it's just Irons, I guess you just ignore it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or not.
No, I mean, I think Storm still has some value, you know? Not really, but kind of. But yeah, Colossus will have to lead to our Irons. Chat has mentioned this a couple times, that our long shot has to be Epona's locked or behind something that was Epona's locked for Epona to be...
Storms. It's like a bloopy on the arch. Ah, thanks.
And that is where the game thinks it's funny. Thanks, game. Yeah, Storms being out here, not too surprising. Irons can be on this ferry, but I'm not, like, expecting that with Storms available as a path. Yes, Vajarkin.
I was gonna say Din's in Light Trial, but Din's to Morph also works.
Din's just chilling there.
So yeah, Shadow is now a thing for either or Irons or Longshot.
Yep.
And we're choosing the well, it's like.
SeYsEy going Child and not Ganon's?
I think we're going well.
Interesting.
Yeah, we do still need hovers.
Quote unquote need.
Yeah, like there's nothing saying that it can't just be like what Irons and
Yeah.
Longshot built on the first two.
Yeah. I mean, SeYsEy could be thinking, oh, maybe what I do is go get irons and start clearing water, but without Serenade, that kind of sucks.
So Gav doing the Crater Fairy, we'll see where he goes next. Probably finishing out Crater the same. Gonna get the Colossus hints.
Yeah, I think Star might be correct that SeYsEy hasn't quite pieced together that this can only be irons. So we'll see if Gav does anything different with this hint, honestly. Yeah, I mean, hovers could still be relevant. There's no reason that it wouldn't be. It's just like, nah.
I like where your head's at, Majarkin. I see you really want Shadow.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it's not Icy Waters. That was hinted Mirror Shield.
Which we don't need. Yeah, exactly, Star. Ganon's is the play here. If you're looking for things that are 100% opponents locked.
Or just density plus opponents locked. Like.
Yeah, especially with golds. So I think that this is... SeYsEy saw the path to the boss that they still need to do. And unfortunately, it could give Gav enough time to make the connection.
Yep, and there's the Requiem from Gav. Let's see what they do with that info.
But neither runner opted to go back into fire, which also very hammer locked up at the top. It would not take them very long, given the keys that they have, the items that they have.
Yeah, it's just the last 3 checks.
Alright, Gav getting to have a little laugh there too. Yeah. I sort of wonder if there isn't just a little bit of I'm potentially missing just one item. And it's kind of freaking both runners out a little.
Yeah, it's kind of like that anxiety of this could just be a jet and I'm missing the flight.
Right. Yep. Yep. And it's just this isn't even a logic quirk. We've had a lot of questions about how our paths go. This isn't even that. It's just straight up, you know what? Epona's cannot be path if Longshot was available, so you know that it has to be behind that. Alright, Gav playing Prelude, which, not unexpected.
Or no, yeah, it could just be, it doesn't have to be Child, it's probably...
But it
is.
is.
No, it's Child. Okay.
Alright. Alright, well that is spicy. It keeps the race very close. Granted, we do not know where our long shot is. But we know that Storms is only going to lead to irons, unless... Oh, it's another slingshot.
Or the 7th slingshot.
Gav?
Oh, time of day. Okay.
There's always a moment of panic, like, that's pre-completed, please don't go there.
Hey, you need one of those.
The game wanted us to have that.
We haven't seen Dompe this whole seed, have we?
No.
Greg!
Greg. Wallet path to Morpha. I think that just means Ganon's is even more the right play. Personally.
You say wallet path to Morpha, but is it for the one key there? Or is the boss key there?
But yeah, no tunic or other wallet to speak. Oh, I guess that was our child spawn. Alright, SeYsEy.
Well, it makes it very easy to get OOT at least.
Yeah. Picking up Minuet should have that hint, I believe. Yeah. But it's good for movement here. I think SeYsEy might be on a hovers hunt in his mind. And
Yeah,
so it makes sense.
Like he's dead set on just, yeah, it's just Shadow.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm very curious if Gav is going to keep making the same decisions that SeYsEy does. Because they're not bad decisions, they're not wrong decisions, they're just not gonna lead to the item that they know they need. Just the one that they might need. But yeah, Colossus, 2 Morpha, gave us Storms, gave us Din's Fire. We're expecting all of that to lead to Iron Boots. But it just depends. Somehow... I think Hammer and Magic were the only things we've seen, other than access to Ganon's, right?
Yeah, the only thing we've seen, opponents locked.
Yeah, I think so, Shannick. Makes sense. SeYsEy could opt to just rush the storm check, but I don't think you do that in this case.
Nah, you definitely just, if you're committing to this, you just fully clean up.
No.
Unless...
I guess not. See, we're just lying all over the place here.
It looked like they were fully cleaning up.
Yeah, I thought
the
so
other two
too,
grottos,
but...
like...
Alright, so just river left for that info. And maybe SeYsEy is thinking that, like, oh, I've only gotten a wallet from this. Okay, now SeYsEy is gonna clean up a little more. So we'll see what Gav does.
Yep, almost done with the well here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting that SeYsEy is opting to, like, do checks But again, the hovers of it all is why we're seeing this, I think.
Yeah, because like it looks like in his mind it's I need hovers and they can just be anywhere, pretty much.
And technically they can be.
Yeah, there's nothing saying they can't be anywhere. I guess kind of a comedy option is just like what if hovers is on Dancing Dad, so you have to go to ice for Sarias.
Oh gosh, gross. Or just in ice in general. Alright, SeYsEy gonna do this.
Like Gav's doing something similar, just taking a different way there since he's already done Lost Woods.
Yeah, I don't think Gav has gone up trail at all. So, makes sense to do this Storm's Grotto first.
Frogs 1.
Honestly, I think Wallet being the only thing is probably the best for these runners. Because it's gonna make them think more carefully about fire and Ganons.
Yeah, true.
That's true. First 2 checks in Shadow. I actually don't think... Did SeYsEy turn in 10 skulls?
I don't think he has either. Yeah, because I think after, like, when he was on the way to fire, he just skipped everything in CAC.
Yeah. I mean... chickens! Let's go, SeYsEy!
At least it's not 7. That's all I'm gonna say.
As 7 chickens.
1 chicken for every season. Let's go.
Hey!
Oh. Okay then.
Sounds good. Hop in there.
Hey, there's
okay.
our there's our fire logic finally.
Interesting. Okay.
Doesn't say much for water logic because you need both wallets, but
Yeah, it could still make irons pretty bad. Alright, and Gav still just following behind in SeYsEy's footsteps. I think might have gained a little time back, but still, you know, a few minutes.
yeah, I'm not sure where Gav is exactly on skulls, but if he's close, could be doing Frogs 1 into Night CAC for 10.
Yeah, I definitely think Gav has enough skulls for Nightcack to do it, but maybe skulls just aren't on his mind. Hey, Dastar, glad you're alive.
Hey, welcome in, Dastar. Randobot shows comedy. Or attempts at comedy. Not too much violence.
Yeah, I wouldn't say violence.
Hey. So, Gav checking the first two did not get hovers yet.
Mm-hmm.
Still not sure on their skull count or if they're even considering skulls. And this is just long shot here. I'm gonna cry.
Because it was just magic all along.
Oh my god. There could have been the go mode a while ago, but hey, it's okay.
This could be the big thing here, because if this is Serenade... Oh. Alright. Gav already being behind, I mean, unless irons are needed, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah, if irons are not needed, this is a race.
Yep. No, if irons are needed, it can still be a race. If irons are not needed, SeYsEy's taking this. Because Gav did not pick up Minuet. Is not likely to do that.
Right, I didn't think about that. Gav has to walk.
Yeah, Gav has to hike to Lake and won't have Serenade, so this, if we don't need to find iron boots, I think this is pretty over. Which I hate saying because we have an entire dungeon left. I just, that's enough time for SeYsEy to get through this.
Yep, so there's Prelude, walk out, call Epona, and you're going to be going through all those carrots, making your way to Lake.
Yep.
So yeah, nice heads-up play by SeYsEy, picking up Minuet. And yeah, also a good point. SeYsEy having hovers for water makes a huge difference.
Not all of the important things have been found. There is a chance that iron boots are still needed. And if that is the case, there is still a chance that Gav can pull this out. It'll just depend on if Gav decides to go Ganon's first or Fire first, and where the item is, and what SeYsEy does with the extra time. And even then, we have 2 checks in Lake that irons could be in.
Yeah, we actually have logical access to Lab Dive for once.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, irons on Shoot the Sun for the seed to have the true comedy.
Right. Yeah, So Trails, Gav is very far behind, and SeYsEy will win this if irons aren't needed. If irons are needed, it becomes an entirely different question again. Because we don't know what the runners will decide to do and where the irons are. Gav cleared some things that SeYsEy managed to clear while doing child cleanup, and SeYsEy didn't. And SeYsEy did extra checks along the way. I think that Gav ended up skipping. Yeah, SeYsEy has hover boots, which are not necessarily needed, but they could be.
Okay, if iron boots were steel toe boots, would hovers be feather toe boots?
Yeah.
Sure.
Feather ankle boots. Wingtips. Which are an actual type of shoe.
Hey, look, chew percent.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither runner has iron boots yet. What we did was we gold scaled and dove down. Or no, he used the long shot to hit the torch, so we didn't actually sink.
Yep. So if you look at the right side of the screen under the like 3 major item buttons that you are probably more familiar with in the original game, you'll see a D-pad menu as well. And that actually indicates that they have an ocarina and hover boots. But on the other side is where irons would go if they had them. So even if we had just missed a pickup, we would be able to quickly check and see. So SeYsEy is still missing those.
Okay, well, we're down to Dark Link Loop and Central Pillar.
Love that. Oh, Gav, no!
I like the word slippers for hovers. That's
Yeah, right.
nice double meaning.
Slippers. They're very slippery.
Yeah, that 1 in 10 we were talking about just went down to a 1 in 3.
Love that. It's fine. Oh no, they didn't do Dragon Chest yet, right?
Oh, no, okay. Sure. Because if you do it this way, you can group it in.
Yeah. This is where my irons would go, if I had them. I'm gonna be so sad the day that that meme is too old. Like, I already worry. Have people ever heard of the Fairly Odd Parents? Do you know where this comes from? Is this just know your meme territory already?
It'd be the same day that SpongeBob memes become too old.
Oh.
Okay. River or dragon?
It was storms for the wallet all along. Gross. Yeah, I mean, one of the interesting things, you will see how much time hover boots actually save in dungeons that they're not intended to be in.
Oh, I wonder what that was. It was something on Compass Chest. But we're never gonna know.
SeYsEy having a little equip trouble. Yes, Indril. That is. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, this is
Disclaimer,
SeYsEy's to lose.
We're not cheering for either runner here. It's just always more interesting when you have to suddenly be hunting for an item you weren't expecting. We were so close.
Now, if for some reason Gav had just
Yeah.
decided to do Dragon Chest first,
Yes.
this would have been a race.
Yeah, if Gav had just gone to Dragon Chest here instead of raising the water, which, again,
It's
there's
not likely to do.
no reason to do that. And very nice quick grab there. Oh.
Oof.
More.
Talking about slippery.
The
Oh,
recovery.
my goodness.
SeYsEy just increasing the drama here. Wonderful.
Gonna say, speaking of slippery things,
Just gonna sneak right past you. I am from the Midwest, and that is a very common saying here. We just go, oh, gonna sneak right past you. And that is exactly what Morpha did there. Yep, Gav had the chance to make a decision and do Dragon Chest. I don't think I've ever seen a runner do that outside of Beatable only.
yeah, and in all locations reachable, there's no good reason to do that. If you know you're doing Dark Link Loop.
Yep. And you have Song of Time, obviously. Not having Song of Time would have been a very different decision, but... But we'll at least be... We know Gav is also in go mode. We'll probably see him finish out the seed, honestly. He won't be too far behind. And it is, again, best of 3, so Gav down but not out. Game 2 is tomorrow.
At the same time, right?
Yes. Same time tomorrow.
Nice.
Gab out of Deku Nuts. There we go. Just wasn't quite moving right far enough to smack Dark Link in the head. Yes,
SeYsEy is on the way to beat the big bad.
Yep.
Can skip everything else in the game now and just finish.
Did remember to play Prelude or save quit, I assume, and picked up Boss Key.
Yeah, picked it up. Yeah, all things considered, this was a pretty fast one.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, and I mean, game had us fooled. We're all like, why aren't you going Ganons? Because the answer is not Ganons.
Yeah, realistically, you probably get around an hour and a half or so if you just like go straight to Shadow after Dens, which is nuts.
Right. Very nice climb from SeYsEy. Boss Key for Gav, gonna go beat Morpha. We'll make it into Ganons before the end here, I think, but...
Yeah, might still be in the climb or so when the SeYsEy's done.
Yeah. Wonder if Gav remembers that they have Furor's Wind. I don't think I saw him use it at all this seed. Nah, Dastar. We have both Big Goron Sword and Hammer, so we weren't gonna see Nutstrats anyway. no. Morpha really the biggest troll boss in this game. I know we say it's Twin Robo or even Volvagia because of the whole, like, nah, it's Morpha.
First of all, the hitbox is not real. And whoever programmed the way it moves should be ashamed of themselves.
Or very proud of themselves.
Either one, yeah.
Depends how you're looking at it. Alright, and SeYsEy just cleanly getting through the Ganondorf fight. Already onto the pig.
Yeah, SeYsEy's climb was very clean. There's a phase 1 down.
Meanwhile, Gav finally through the Morpha cutscenes. They're just so long.
Yes, Dasto, good as gold. The hitbox is on the tail. It's the rainbow, shiny rainbow part of the tail is what you're aiming for.
Yep. And so what you'll see runners do is that exactly what you saw SeYsEy do. Roll in, crouch stab, roll out, crouch stab. You don't have to. It's just kind of the most effective way. I don't know if this was the intended strat, but it's the strat I do if my timing is off and I just can't seem to get it. You just shoot a light arrow in Ganon's face, it stuns him and puts his tail down so you can jump slash it.
Yeah, GG's for SeYsEy, taking round 1, or game 1 of the finals.
Yep. GG's, and I do believe... Hey, welcome in. How are you, Gav? GG's.
GG's.
I'm not certain if SeYsEy will also be joining us or just waiting for the French restream, but anything you would like to share about the seed first?
Well, I didn't particularly play very well, so I guess there's that. I don't know. Execution wasn't good. I don't know. I got super flustered after the weird shit happened with my OBS not picking up my videos. So.
Sure.
Bit unfortunate, but such is life.
Yeah. Hey, SeYsEy. Welcome in. GG's.
SeYsEy?
Yeah, SeYsEy, I think something might be up with your mic. Doesn't show you as muted, but we can't hear you. Well, in the meantime, Gav, anything about the hints, the paths that you want to talk about? I know I have a couple questions, but I'll let you talk through your thought process first.
I don't know. It's pretty straightforward, I think. The only one that was like maybe moderately interesting was like Epona's, but it ended up just being for the hammer, I assume, GTG. I'm not entirely sure why it gave us a GTG path as well, but I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, so what it will do is try and guarantee one for all hintable bosses. Since we started with one of the required dungeons, you were always going to have, or one of the required rewards, you were always going to have a double hint, and it's just kind of random, so...
Yeah, I just don't see why in that case it didn't double hint Morpho. But I mean, I know it pryos the stones, but I guess the Epona's isn't considered resolved enough to hint for the hammer in GTG. So it
Yeah.
proves the GTG as well. Like I said, I don't make the rules.
Yeah, it was just random. Like it has a list of stuff it could have hinted, and that's just what was chosen.
Yep.
But yeah, how about the long shot? Just sitting first to a shadow.
Yeah, I actually am kind of upset with. I mean, both of us did the same thing, but I think going shadow first is actually probably correct for me. I don't know if it would have been for SeYsEy because I think he had hovers, but without having the hovers, I probably should have done those 2 checks before the swarm of stuff.
Yeah, you both had dins before. Well, no, you never got hovers, but both of you were missing hovers still when you had dins. And then, like, both of you decided to go child first.
Yeah. Well, because I was like thinking when I was like, well, I don't want to commit to the whole of shadow, and then I didn't really like. By the time I was child, I was like, well, I didn't actually have hovers, so I guess I wasn't really committing to a whole lot. But yeah, I don't know.
I assume you found out where they were, the hovers.
Yeah, 10 skulls. Which
Yeah.
I stopped getting skulls prettier. Like I think the last one I got was like the tree outside Jabu or something. Once we were basically an item from Go mode the whole seed, so I guess magic and away into magic and long shot, but and then I just hunted the Morpha path, which somehow wasn't bait. Well, I guess it kind of was. But usually, I mean, it could have been. I thought it was the wallet at first and but I was like, at this point, you kind of have to just keep checking the storm stuff if you've already committed to it.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I mean, it could have been a wallet, it could have been irons, which might have not been required. Well, weren't required, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Or the long shot. Or something
Yes,
that led to any of those.
It did lead to a wallet in bottom of the
Technically
well.
led to everything, because irons are in shadow as well. But
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
Thanks, game.
the Desert Colossus was the very path to Morpha, it turns out.
Yeah, which is so funny because we're like, oh, well, storms can't lead to long shot, but it can lead to irons, but it was just for dins the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, at least the opening was fun. Like, you get to just do everything child in one segment.
Yeah, that was nice. The Kokiri start was definitely a bit of a shock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it ended up being not like, I think SeYsEy ended up doing like the whole Zora area at once because he doesn't do river in the opener, so he got to skip a valley, which I guess is fine. I mean, valleys was guaranteed to have an item this seed because of the hints, so I don't think going there was necessarily a bad play.
No, not at all.
No, and it did.
The item was on the adult check, not the child checks.
And it let you route the child a bit cleaner because you went Valley Lake to domain.
Yeah, that's true. And then I get to dive into. Well, I was debating whether it was better to dive into just go straight into river into Lost Woods or to clean up the field checks. Field, same concept, was not necessarily guaranteed to have something, but pretty likely based on the hints. And I don't know. Felt good to get those 3 checks out of the way, which had strength that was completely useless.
Yeah. The field play, really, I mean, before that, both of you very even doing the same checks, and it really was that south field play where I think we saw a lot of the time starting to add up. Not that you were playing poorly or routing poorly, that's not what I'm saying. Please don't take it that way.
I was playing poorly. You can definitely, definitely say that.
But SeYsEy ended up doing that on Epona, and it's like just those tiny speed ups kind of ended up adding up in the end to you being, the Climb and Ganon fight behind, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of it like, because of the way I route, like, if you go Kokiri Force, it makes more sense, right? But like, because I can still get K-Sword in those checks, I feel like I kind of had to do them.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really like. I mean, I guess child is a little different, but like back walking across field as adult Link isn't even like slower than riding the horse, so it's not really that much worse. Obviously, child Link is slower than adult Link, but it's not the end of the world. It was more do you want to like do the really efficient thing, which is just go into Lostwood straight away, especially because you have like the fire path to play around and stuff, and
Yeah.
after Deku you have strength 3 somehow, so your Ganon's is gonna be pretty good after you. Like I was considering like not even checking the Lost Woods stuff at one point because I did Deku before Lost Woods, and I was like, I can literally go like most of the time I'm gonna get Hammer from this Epona's path, and I can go into Ganon's with strength 3, and like that's a lot of checks. So, but there were a decent amount of items we still needed, so I decided to check it obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were both sitting here like, why is no one going to Ganon's?
Why is no one going Ganon's? And I mean, joke's on us
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it was the wrong play anyway.
Yep.
Once you beat Fire and you have the last path is, I think, guaranteed to be more fun. There might have been a weird way you could have gotten.
No, you
I
were
don't think so.
guaranteed a
Yeah,
Morpha.
because the slingshot was Sphere 0. So, but so we were guaranteed to get a Morphin into Zorpith path, and at that point you kind of have to go hint hunting. I think on average Ganon's might actually technically be better. I mean, Ganon's is like 25 checks or something crazy like that, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's less than that. But...
So what we were expecting was that Hammer and thus Magic had to lock Longshot. And so we're like, well, Ganon's is all Hammer locked. And it just so happens that it was the 2 checks in Shadow that you could have done without hovers anyway. That ended up being the answer. Still behind the Hammer and Magic, but...
Yeah, I guess because of Requiem, right? The Magic is no longer needed to cross the Wasteland. Clearly neither of us put that together.
Right.
That was the thing. So you definitely could have just skipped everything Storms.
Yep.
True.
Well, for Longshot, it still could have locked Irons. That was the thing.
Right, but you're never playing, like...
But you're not
playing
for Irons.
right?
No.
So, yeah, I guess, yeah, you can just basically go... You should go Shadow every time, and then after that you should go Ganon's. Yeah, true. True. That stuff is so hard to recognize. Like, again, I think I talk about this every time I'm on fucking comms, but some of that stuff is so, I don't want to say impossible, but nearly impossible to recognize while you're playing the game.
Oh, absolutely.
There are people out there that can do it though. I mean, there's some logic wizards for sure.
Yeah. It's hard to piece together, especially the number of times paths have been kind of convoluted because of that stone prioritization. That's kind of what I thought was coming into play here, was like,
Well, that's
maybe...
exactly what it is, right? Longshot would have been hinted for Volv instead of for Morpha if Opponents wasn't available, so...
Right, yep. So, I think that this is all playing together in a way where, first off, it's hard to really be thinking super critically, especially the dungeons that you had to do. They weren't Shadow, they weren't Forest, they weren't those kinds of ones where, oh, I'm just doing the dungeon. It's, I have to think more about what I am doing in this dungeon.
Yeah, that's true.
So you didn't have any downtime, really, in this seat to think about it.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick seed. You're kind of just doing something the whole time. It ended up being quite a bit longer than I expected it to be at. I mean, I think I beat Fire at like, I don't know, like an hour 20 or something. Maybe a little later than that, but it seemed like it was going to be a pretty big jet, but the more, well, I mean, it probably should have been if we were paying attention to the logic. But...